loves. So this week I wanted to talk about what to do when you hate all of your clothes, like I do. I randomly go through phases where I realize that I just hate everything in my closet, and I wake up and I go there and I'm like, I have nothing to wear. I don't like any of it. I don't want to wear any of these things. I need to go shopping. Hit the thrift store. Press buy on Amazon. Pinterest outfits for inspiration. And I noticed that all of those things tend to make me feel worse instead of better. Like, there is a high of buying something new and bringing it home and like, woo, you know, like you get that little rush, that endorphin release from shopping and buying something new. But it doesn't last. And I realized for me, through sort of the minimalism movement that I've played with off and on for many years, minimalism and capsule wardrobes are all things that I have thought about. And anyway, capsule wardrobes. So I really like the idea. And if you hate all your clothes, one thing to think about is a capsule wardrobe, but not the way that people do capsule wardrobes, or at least I don't do them that way. If you've never heard of a capsule wardrobe is basically having a set amount of clothes, something like maybe 30 items, 33, I think capsule 33 is a thing, of clothing, like total. So that's like 4 pants and 5 shirts and 1 dress, and it's a very capsulized small amount of things. And the idea behind it is that you always know what you have to wear. You know that everything in the capsule wardrobe matches everything else. That's the goal, at least. So you have like a color scheme and you make sure everything that you have fits with everything else. And it cuts down on the decision fatigue and executive function. So that sounds really hopeful for ADHD, because executive function is a thing that we struggle with, not having a lot of the ability to constantly make decisions. So cutting down your wardrobe to this bare bones minimalist approach can be really hopeful for that. And I love it, except I feel like the goal is always sort of like, and then you get rid of everything else and you're like free, and I'm not there yet. Maybe I will be one day. I do think a minimalistic approach would be way easier. It's way easier to keep things clean. You know where everything is. Like, it makes sense. But it's just not the world we live in, and definitely not how I grew up. And so I struggle to get rid of things. And I also know that when I have had a more capsulized wardrobe, I was way happier with my clothes. I moved to the Bay Area in my 20s, and for the first month that I went up there, I was just looking for a job, and I was staying with someone. And so I only brought 1 suitcase full of clothes. So I very intentionally brought a capsule wardrobe for that period of time. And I had 1 pair of shorts and 2 pairs of jeans and 4 shirts, and everything matched each other. And it was the calmest, most relaxing clothing experience of my entire life. And I loved everything in there, and I was so excited to wear all of it because I picked my favorite things and they all matched each other, and I could mix and match whatever I wanted based on temperature. It was lovely. And I always knew if something was dirty or I needed to, like, I was way on the laundry because I didn't have that many things. And it wasn't like now where I feel like I'm carrying this like gigantic heavy thing full of clothes that I don't want to wear anyway. And that 1 shirt that you really love gets lost in there, and then you don't wash it for 3 weeks, and then you're like, oh, where is it? Or you forget that it exists at all because object permanence is an issue for ADHDers. And then you're just like, I don't like anything that I have, but it's because your 4 favorite shirts are in the wash and have been for 3 weeks. Just me. So here's my solution. Capsulize your wardrobe by picking out a theme of things. Like right now, I realized that I was really craving some sort of like 70s style. I wanted those in browns and rusty reds, oranges. Those were colors that I was interested in. And I was like, I need to go to the thrift store because I don't have any of those things. But I'm doing a no spend month this month, which I don't know if you've heard of that before, but it's very simple. You just don't spend money on anything non-essential. And the idea came from this book called A Year of Less. I mean, it didn't come from there, but she talks about this, where she spends a no-spend year, which is intense. But it really helps you to reassess your relationship with money and spending, and what things really bring you joy when you cut out some of the addictive, I'm sad, so I'm going to go buy something on Amazon tendencies. No judgment. So since I'm doing a no spend month, I should not go to the thrift store to thrift my perfect 70s wardrobe. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I hate all my clothes and I want a whole new wardrobe of specific styles that I'll probably get tired of in a month or two and like not want to wear. And then I remembered the capsule wardrobe thing. So I went through my clothing and I realized I actually have several pieces that fit the bill for what I wanted, like things that are the color scheme that I'm looking for, that I already own, that are comfortable, that fit me great, that are not itchy, because I'm really sensitive to clothes being itchy and annoying. So all the clothes in my closet that I wear, they don't, they're perfect in those ways. So I went through and I basically took everything that's in the little spot in my closet that I pull my clothes from and pushed it to the side. Then I plucked specific items that I thought I would like, and I basically made a few outfits. So I have like a skirt and a top that matches it. I have a shirt and a shirt that goes under it. I have the pants, 2 pairs of pants that I currently like and that currently fit me, front and center, right? And so narrowing down my wardrobe, even though I still own some of my things, but in the spot that I actually like look and pull from, I just have a limited amount of clothing. So when I wake up in the morning, I can put on my favorite yoga pants and the socks that I like and my sweater and then wear the colors that I want because it's right there. And the lovely thing about doing it this way is when I change my mind in a month, I can just move those things and put in my new set of capsule wardrobe favorite items. And you still have access to everything. So I can still go hunting for that specific dress or this one thing that I want, or I'm bored and I want some weird t-shirt. But it means that I have a lot of the benefits of the capsule wardrobe. So my mental space is a lot clearer. It did take some time. It did take some work. I did move stuff around. Thought about filming it, but I'm not talented enough at that yet. So maybe next time. Just have to watch me instead. And it's really helpful, and I love my clothes again. And that's amazing because I didn't buy anything. So I highly recommend it. I would also recommend potentially like putting things in a bin under your bed or something, like hiding them away. I've done this enough that I can kind of ignore parts of my closet, but if that's like not how you function, really just being like, okay, I only pull things from this drawer in the dresser and from this set of hangers in the closet, and ignoring everything else. Create it for yourself so that it really feels like a capsule wardrobe, and challenge yourself to only use pieces from it for a certain amount of time. At least for your casual wardrobe. Or maybe just for work. And your casual wardrobe you can pull from whatever you want. Find a way that makes it work for you, but I highly recommend giving it a try for a period of time, right? Committing to it for a month. To just pulling from these specific pieces and wearing the same things over and over. I feel like women in particular are worried that people are going to be like, you wore that shirt on Tuesday. But honestly, nobody's paying that much attention to you. And if they are paying that much attention to you, they're either obsessed, or they're your friend. And then you can just be like, hey, I'm doing a capsule wardrobe and it's great. And I have so much more mental energy in the morning and I don't hate everything anymore. And they'll be like, I want that too. That sounds amazing. So yeah. But I also think it's really true that people are not paying as much attention to us as we think they are. People are paying attention to themselves. They really are. It's so funny how many times people are like, oh my gosh, people are going to notice me. And nobody does, because they're focused on themselves and how they're afraid that people are going to notice them. One thing you can count on is that people are thinking about themselves and not you. And if they are specifically, then they're just being mean. And while that is terrible to deal with, and I have definitely dealt with that, they woke up and chose to be mean. And that's really sad for them. I'm really sad for them, you know? And I feel like if you can come at people that are hating with that kind of energy, they're like, beep, 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 beep. And you're just like, wow, I'm really sad for you. They hate that. And maybe you say it, maybe you don't. Maybe it's just the energy that you give to them, but haters gonna hate. And you do you. So If you have a shirt that you know makes you feel fabulous, put that thing in rotation. Wear it twice a week. You put in time and effort and money into building this wardrobe that you already have. And I bet you have pieces in there that you love and that feel great, or at least good enough. And just let yourself wear those things, you know? We don't need more. I think in a lot of cases we need less to be happy. And that's such an interesting thing to think about, is this like, oh, we are taught that we need more in order to feel better, but we actually need less. And when we have less, we are more grateful for what we have. So if you are lucky enough to have too many clothes, put some of them away. You don't have to get rid of them, but you could. You could put the things that you think you don't wear that often in a trash bag in your garage or under your bed or in the back of the closet. And you can set a deal with yourself where if you don't remember anything in there for 6 months, like you didn't want a single thing in there, and go, oh yeah, where's that orange stripy sweater? And pull it out, then you can just donate it sight unseen. You don't have to look back through it. I highly recommend you don't look back through it, because you'll absolutely be like, wait, I want this. But you also can, because it's your life and your money and you bought these things, so you get to eat them if you want them. But if you're feeling like you just can't and you hate all your clothes, pare them down. It's life-changing, miraculous for me. And so if you hate all your clothes, capsule wardrobe. Doing it this way also is like just such a low cost way to try out a capsule wardrobe, because you're not getting rid of anything. You're just like pushing things to the side. So it's just like creating 5 outfits for the week and then like wearing the same ones or different variations of the same ones for a month. Yeah, I'm really curious to know if you try it and how it goes for you. I feel like this has been such a wonderful, life-altering experience for me, which sounds a little bit silly, but like, clothing is such a big part of our lives and how we live and what we do, and I really feel like that's been super helpful for me. So if that's something you struggle with too, good luck. I hope it works out for you. And I hope you got something out of today. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope you have a lovely day, a lovely week, and a lovely life. I'll see you next time.